Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, of course, along with Binance and Voyager and FTX and Elon Musk and Dogecoin and so many other things. So buckle up. But if you like this content, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section, all for the algorithm. And otherwise, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in. So starting out, Bitcoin price taps 17.5K as traders in, quote, disbelief doubt crypto rally. Bitcoin, we are moving on up. It's fantastic, right? Everything's going to be great. Well, is this a disbelief rally? I mean, we'll see. But if you remember the markets of a cycle phase, disbelief is that initial rally that kind of starts off the next bull run. And so if we are in a disbelief rally, fantastic. We will see. We have very soon, we have the CPI report coming up. And we are currently around $17,500 as I'm making this video. And so let's see what we have to read here. Bitcoin fails to win over skeptical traders, which is what typically happens in a disbelief rally. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin hitting new local highs at $17,504 on Bitstamp, almost tying the peak from December 16th. The pair displayed rare upside momentum against a backdrop of some of the lowest volatility ever seen over the holiday season. So, big thing coming up today with the CPI report. Traders and analysts anticipate an erratic reaction to upcoming macroeconomic data from the United States due on January 12th. The CPI print is expected to bolster the narrative that inflation is waning, offering a potential window of opportunity for risk assets. And so, looking at Bitcoin's chart here, it is not surprising. This is a weekly candle chart that I'm looking at. It is not surprising at all to me that at this current point, over the last couple of days, we have been struggling to break through $17,500. Because if you remember from this past summer, when Bitcoin initially dropped before the FTX collapse, this was more along the lines of the Celsius and before Luna, but Celsius and all that stuff, Bitcoin went down to about $17,500. And for many weeks here, for several months, even June till November, we were sitting here wondering, was $17,500 the bottom? Well, that was a level of resistance, level of support that we never breached until the FTX collapse. And now it has turned into resistance. The last 6 weeks, we have made several attempts to break through, and we have not been able to break through yet. I would anticipate ahead of the CPI report that there will be some excitement, and I would not expect it to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, but I would expect CPI to continue to drop, and some of you may be watching this after the CPI report is released. And so just my assumption here, my belief is that we will finally be able to break through the $17,500 barrier and break through that level of resistance. And we'll see in the future whether we can hold that as support, or is this some kind of, dare I say, dead cat bounce. The jury is out on that, but as far as the next 24, 48 hours are concerned, I do expect upper 17s. We will see. Maybe we will be in for a surprise, and that would be utterly depressing if the CPI report comes in higher than expected, considering that it peaked at 9.1. Last month it was at 7.1, and it seems like it's going to continue to drop significantly. There are many things pointing to the potential that the CPI will continue to drop. Housing is a big thing to pay attention to with that, but there's lots of other things. I'm not going to get into that today. But yeah, Bitcoin is looking good short term, and by short term, I mean extremely short term, over the next few days, dare I say the next couple of weeks. But we will see. We will see CPI report coming out on the 12th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Moving on. Binance is bleeding assets, $12 billion gone in less than 60 days. So if you are a Binance fan, which I have not really seen all that many Binance fans, Binance was a huge gainer for me in 2021. I bought into it at the end of 2020 and it did more than a 100x. No, that's not true. I think more like a 50x from its bottom to its peak. And so yeah, whatever. Am I a Binance guy? I don't know, but I don't hear many people talking about Binance because Binance is kind of boring. It's just an exchange, and it's an exchange crypto. But Binance is bleeding assets, $12 billion gone in 60 days. The outflow of cash from Binance is worse, shocking, than the CEO Changpeng Zhao, or CZ as we all know him, indicated last month, and it's become considerably more severe since then, a Forbes analysis shows. Now, just looking at that initial paragraph, I do want to say that that has a certain amount of shock value. Should you be afraid if you have something in Binance, if you have crypto in Binance? That's a tough one to say because I mean I would say in general I'm a little bit nervous holding crypto on any platform right now, but Binance is the biggest one, but I would also say that this is I wouldn't say a yellow flag, something between a green flag and a yellow flag. Whatever kind of flag that is, it's something to keep on your radar. If you have money in Binance and you have not taken it out yet, just pay attention to the outflows and do not pay attention to CZ's Twitter account. So let's read a little bit here. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, is struggling to hold on to assets in the wake of the collapse of rival FTX. Investors have been pulling their crypto in recent weeks smartly, and despite the assurance from CEO CZ that the situation has been stabilized, outflows are accelerating. Customers withdrew a net $360 million on Friday, according to data from the crypto data firm Defilama. So on December 13th, Nansen, a separate crypto data firm, broke the news that Binance had lost $3 billion of assets over the previous week, representing 4% of the firm's total at the time. A Forbes investigation revealed that, in fact, Binance lost 15% of its assets since a Twitter posting by Chow, I think it's pronounced actually, widely known as CZ, on the same day as he downplayed the Nansen report withdrawals. So let's take a look at what CZ tweeted, and a big reason why you should take anything he says about the stability of Binance with a massive grain of salt. He said here, this was in December, things seem to have been stabilized. Yesterday was not the highest withdrawals we processed, not even top 5. We processed more during Luna or FTX crashes. Now deposits are coming back in. Cool. That has turned out to not be true. People are withdrawing their crypto. They are afraid right now. Should they be afraid? We'll see. I would say I'm a little bit afraid of holding my crypto anywhere. Binance, Crypto.com, KuCoin. Those are some that I would guess if I were to have a gun to my head that they will be fine, but you never know. And so again, massive grain of salt with anything that CZ says. He does not want you to withdraw your crypto from Binance because he knows, as we all do, that the more crypto is withdrawn, the more unstable things will become with Binance. And if Binance were to collapse, look out below, sub 10K Bitcoin. Binance owns, I think, 15% of the float of Shiba Inu. Just if you are a Shiba Inu holder or you're looking to get in, just keep that on your radar. They have a lot of SHIB. They have a lot of cryptocurrency. And look out below if Binance collapses. And who knows, maybe we'll see. But moving on, Voyager. Oh, hey, Binance again. I already knew this was coming, but Voyager gets initial green light for $1 billion asset sale to Binance.us. So a little bit of hope maybe for Voyager holders, but I hate to say deflate your bubble a little bit here. Binance.us got one step closer to fully acquiring Voyager Digital, a crypto company that went belly up recently. According to a report by Reuters, Voyager Digital won preliminary court clearance for a potential $1 billion sale of its assets to Binance.us and indicated that it will seek to hasten a U.S. national security evaluation of the proposed agreement. And so we can see below SEC, other regulators object to proposed deal. The deal between the Binance US and Voyager involves a $20 million cash settlement and a commitment to migrate Voyager's clients to Binance.US's crypto exchange. Voyager legal counsel Joshua Sussberg disclosed. I want to read a little bit between the lines here. I would say if this actually happens, that there is some hope for those of you like me who hold crypto on Voyager, that you're going to be able to have access to your crypto again. But I think for a lot of people in Voyager, I don't know how they're going to play this, because for a lot of people who hold their crypto in Voyager, as soon as that migrates to Binance, I think a lot of those people are going to be like, I'm out of here, because they're pretty bitten hard by that. Now, as for me, I mean, we'll see. But another thing that I want to say about this is we really just don't get your hopes up too high. I hate to say it, because if you remember with FTX, I mean, FTX was in talks about buying BlockFi, about buying Voyager. They were in talks about buying Robinhood, of all places. And at the same time, they were this fraud machine, and FTX collapsed, and all that, ended up going crazy. And of course, I have a decent amount of crypto on BlockFi. I have very little hope that I'm ever going to see that again. I had some hope when FTX was in talks to acquire BlockFi, but then that went and fizzled, like what we've seen over the last few months. And so this is kind of a cross your fingers type thing. I just want to say again, don't get your hopes up too high, but we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't say that this is a 0% chance of happening. It's just I wouldn't want any of you to, if you have assets in Voyager, to be thinking like, all right, this is it. Any day now, any month now, we're gonna have to grind here. So speaking of FTX, this has made the news today. This is apparently a big story, but I don't own any crypto in FTX, but I'm sure plenty of people do. I know plenty of people do, obviously, but FTX has recovered over $5 billion in cash and liquid crypto. However, previous reports suggested that FTX saw losses peak at nearly $9 billion in total liabilities. So, all right, they've recovered $5 billion in assets, but they've seen losses peak at nearly $9 billion in total liabilities. What do you think they're going to do with that $5 billion in cash and liquid crypto? Do you think they're going to give it back to their holders? I mean, if they were honest and upright people, I would say that that's what they would do, but we have not seen even a hint of a track record of honesty, of accountability, of uprightness from anyone involved in FTX. And I would not expect the same thing now. And so they're going to have to recover a lot more for there to be any hope moving forward that FTX, people who have their assets in FTX, will be able to recover it. It's another wait and see kind of thing. I would not say that it is utterly hopeless. Really, the only thing that I'm hopeless about right now is BlockFi. And then maybe that's just because I have a decent amount of crypto on BlockFi. But hey, you live and learn. I have learned over the years with business that it's not mistakes. It is that if you look at it as a mistake and you never come back and you never try again, you never take any risks again, that is the worst thing that you could do. And failures and mistakes and losses, it's a part of your education that's going to make you stronger and more formidable the next time. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced that the 50 of you watching this video, that next time around you will do much better. And I hope you did very well this past time. But I know that many of you have assets in FTX and in Voyager. And many of you, it's not like I sold my crypto at the peak. So it's one of these things. It's like, let's hope and see. For those of you who have FTX, let's wait and see. We'll see. We'll see with FTX what happens moving forward. Moving on. Is Elon ditching Dogecoin? Twitter prepares to launch coin feature. I would say again, this might be another, another clickbait kind of article. Is Elon Musk ditching Dogecoin? I mean, if you've ever been on TikTok, I've seen Facebook with this. If you've been on Reddit, you know that they have a rewards kind of feature, a rewards type of feature for good comments and things like that. That has nothing to do with crypto. It's just a reward. And so here's what we're seeing with Twitter, which I think makes a lot of sense because, Twitter is not all that profitable as a company, and it seems like with Elon Musk at the helm that they are trying to make it more of a money generator. I have no problem with that. But let's see what we've got here. Rumors have been swirling for quite some time that Elon Musk might launch his own Twitter coin, possibly putting Dogecoin on the sidelines or even ditching it. This Twitter coin is not a cryptocurrency. That is just an attempt to get you to read the article, honestly. This has nothing to do with Doge. And I'm going to read something moving down in the article from a very large Dogecoin fan follower account, I should say, a Twitter account that has a lot of followers. And I think he makes a good point in this. But let's see. Leaks of the Twitter user interface first surfaced in early December, showing the quote coin feature. A few hours ago, new revelations emerged. So Twitter coin, similar to the Reddit award system. I opened this in a new window, so you can see that's very much like TikTok. It's very much like Reddit. And I've seen this on Facebook and a little bit on their stories or their reels. And so you can see one coin equals a mind blown, Bravo equals 5 coin, all the way down to bronze, silver, and gold. Gold being 5,000 coins, which I believe it would cost $10, excuse me, not $10,000, $10 to buy 5,000 coins. That's really all there is to this. It's not really anything having to do with Doge. There are some things, it does say, let me just read this part. Did Elon Musk ditch Dogecoin? Dogecoin has suffered several setbacks in recent weeks. Most recently, the Twitter CEO has been surprisingly quiet in spreading his love for Doge. There has been no Dogecoin tweet from Musk in the last few weeks. Oh no. It's like, come on, guys. Besides, the Dogecoin community has been disappointed multiple times recently. First, it was announced that Twitter is backing down from its plan to launch a cryptocurrency wallet for the time being. I mean, for the time being, I would expect by the next euphoria phase, after the Bitcoin halving, that I would be shocked if they didn't have some kind of cryptocurrency wallet. On the other hand, Twitter launched a new feature for Bitcoin and Ethereum price charts in December while Doge was not integrated. That's nothing, So Dogecoin founder Billy Marcus commented on Wong's leak. I like this quite a bit, assuming it makes me money. If it doesn't make me money, then I don't like it. Okay. But here's the Dogecoin, the large Dogecoin Twitter account. And I really can resonate with what he's saying here. Don't get disheartened if the Twitter coin rumor comes to fruition and it's not Dogecoin, but similar to TikTok's coins and GIFs. It clearly works for TikTok, etc. And crypto doesn't ... yet. That's exactly right. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. I'm sure there's a role for Doge to play in the future. I mean, the verdict is out on that last sentence, but people love Doge. They're always going to love Doge. I hate to say it. I think Doge is going to exist for a long time, if not for the rest of all of our lives, and we'll see higher prices eventually in the future. At price time, the Doge price stood at 7.72 cents, seeing a slight uptrend in the last week. That is, that really bums me out. I'm just going to say that about Doge. Doge is on my list of cryptocurrencies that I really want to buy in anticipation of the next bull run, whenever that may be. But 7.72 cents is still just too high for me. That is only 90% down from its previous peak. And when I say, I mean, that sounds like I'm being ridiculous there, but only 90% down. I mean, we saw Doge in the previous market go more than 99% down. I want to say it was like 99.5% down from its previous cycle top to now. And right now, I remember in early 2021, when Doge got up to 8 cents, just being absolutely blown away that it had gotten that high. That was 6 times its previous cycle peak. And so I'm waiting, I don't know, maybe I won't buy as much Doge as I hoped, but I'm waiting to see somewhere between 3 and 5 cents. And I don't think we've seen that at all since Dogecoin got up to 75 cents, since after Dogecoin got up to 75 cents. But moving on, Gala Games. I talked a lot about Gala Games yesterday. Gala Games deletes tweet announcing partnership with Hollywood star The Rock. Native token drops. Crypto followers on Twitter are way selling the Gala token after the firm deleted a tweet announcing partnership with A-list Hollywood stars without offering an explanation. And so if you remember yesterday, if you saw my video yesterday, I talked about how Gala is my favorite gaming / metaverse crypto, that there is a huge potential piece of the pie. There's a huge pie. And even if Gala takes a small sliver of that, that is a huge growth for Gala when it comes to the price. Now, there were some other things that I said. Gala has pumped very significantly over the last few days, and it's to the point now where I would rather not be buying Gala at the moment. However, I do plan on accumulating this cryptocurrency over the next probably within a year or so. I'm going to start accumulating in the hopes that it goes at least back to its previous cycle top. With that being said, doing some research on Gala's tokenomics has me a little bit concerned. I still plan on buying a decent amount of this cryptocurrency, but I just want to make you aware of this, that the total supply of Gala is approximately 50 billion. The circulating supply of Gala can be found on Etherscan, which it's loading again. All right. Anyway, 7.5 billion. So total supply, again, 50 billion. Circulating supply, 7.5 billion. So it still has a lot of the supply that's going to be distributed or released, things like that. And check this out, July 21st, 2021 to July 20th of 2022, 17,123,000, et cetera, Gala is distributed daily at approximately 2 o'clock UTC. So how much is that a year? That's about 7 billion per year. And so we are beyond July 20th of 2022. And so there's a halving schedule each year. On July 21st, the distribution of Gala will be halved. For example, beginning July 21st, 2022, the daily distribution of Gala will be 8,561,000 instead of 17 million, et cetera. And so now this year, between now and July 21st, 2023, the supply that's added to the ecosystem, to the market, is 4 billion. That gives it about a 20% inflation rate. 2023 to 2024 will be about 10%. 2024 to 2025 will be actually less than 10%, and then will be less than 5%. And so that means that for these next few years, Gala is going to be quite inflationary. And so looking at the chart here, we have a higher high. Is a higher high in play? Give me a second while it loads. We'll see. We will see. So the all-time high got up to 83 cents. I remember that from Masario yesterday. Given that level of inflation, I would guess not. I would guess that it would get up to something like a 786 fib, which would put it around a little over 60 cents, maybe 64 cents, a little under 64 cents, 62, 63. I think my guess that's just as far as quick off the top of my head analysis. I would expect for Gala to get up to around that point. But I mean, you look at the bear market bottom being 1.9 cents or so, that's more than a 30x return. So even if it only gets to a 786 extension, that's probably that's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal return. But I will start selling as quick as a 0.5 extension, maybe a 618 extension. I'm not going to be holding this hoping to get to new highs. And if it does, I'll still have some. I'll have, the so-called moon bag. But yeah. Anyway, that is all I have for today. Let's take a look at the prices. Bitcoin right under $17,500 as the time that I'm making this video. Ethereum, 1337. Prices are pretty much similar to yesterday. XRP is the biggest mover out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies. Solana is the biggest mover down out of the top 20 cryptocurrencies. That's not surprising considering the fact that Solana doubled in price over the last week from its low of $8. Polkadot, Tron, Shiba Inu's down 4%. Avalanche is up 4%. Another inflationary cryptocurrency that I won't be buying until 2024. But crypto markets, just where it seems like we're kind of waiting right now. And I'm not surprised about that. CPI print, if you have watched this whole video from the moment that the video was published until now, the CPI print is very near. And so we'll see what the market has in store. But that is all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope that you're doing well, that you're having a happy new year. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. I will see you in another video. Peace.